guys, I'm Seafood Dennis Wood, and I'm going to take you through a ballistic stretching warm-up routine. So start with your head up and down, feet shoulder width apart, hands down at your side, and let's just move every joint. So start with your neck up and down. Side to side. Ear to shoulder. And roll your neck. Full rotation, change directions. Good, shoulder rolls forward. Backwards. And back slaps. Archer stretch. And scarecrows. Elbow circles. Wrist rolls. Open and close your hand. Roll your fingers. Trunk twist. And tick-tock side to side. Good. Cross your arms, hang down the center. Over your right leg. Left leg. Back down the middle. Good. Widen out your stance, sink down to one side. Switch to the other side. Come back up. Let's go into the warm-up section of class now. So we're going to start with our hands out to the side, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to alternating, bending down, touching our toes. So sinking down, reach the other hand up, come back up. Make sure you stand all the way up at the top, lock in the hips. Good. From there, interlace your fingers behind your head. We're going to go opposite elbow to knee, crunching down, switching sides. This section we're going to cover getting into your fighting stance and some basic movement. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is put our feet together. All right, I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to pivot 90 degrees, pick it up from the ball of the foot, turn it back 90 degrees, set it down, and repeat that process one more time. From here, I'm going to take a small little hop and just let my feet fall where they do. All right, I'm going to bring my hands up, turn my thumbs to the back of the room. I'm going to bring my elbows down along my body and my hands to my center line. I'm also going to bend in my knees, pushing my weight slightly forward. This is your basic Bak Fu Pai fighting position. The first drill we're going to cover is just V-step. Okay, so what I'm going to do is if I was stepping to number 8 on the rice pattern, I'm going to step and pivot my body back 45 degrees. I'm going to step back, come back to my position. I'm going to bring my left foot to my right, switching my hands, step out with my right foot, and pivot back across my body. So we'll go here, here. Basic V pattern movement. We're gonna go through the most basic footwork utilized right now, which would be the lunge. So this will allow you to track an opponent or flee from an opponent. So getting into your fighting position, in the direction you are going, that lead foot is always the first step. So you're going to step and drag the rear foot into position. If I'm moving backwards, my rear foot becomes the forward foot, so it would be step and drag. So step and drag, step and drag. So let's go ahead and move with our lunging footwork now and add the punches to it. So back into our fighting position, and what we want to do is step, step, punch, punch, step, step, punch, punch. So let's go ahead and cover that in the context of lesson number 1. So getting into your fighting position, we're going to step off on the V pattern, going to number 8 on the rice pattern, blocking back across our body. We're going to throw sun fist high, sun fist low. We're going to immediately step forward or lunge forward with 2 more sun fists high. Right, one lunge one more time with an elbow and an elbow. Resetting our position and repeat. So the second piece of footwork that we're going to cover today is going to be the half moon. So getting into our fighting position, what we're going to do is we're going to transfer our weight to our lead leg. We're going to bring our right foot to our left. Same thing's going to happen now. I'm going to keep my weight here. I'm going to reach out with my toes, transfer my weight over to my lead foot. Make sure I'm switching my hands at the same time. I'm going to do the same thing going backwards, making sure my hands are rolling and moving into my fighting position appropriately. Transfer my weight, bring my feet together, shift my weight back, transition my hands at the same time. That's your half mooning footwork. Now let's use our half mooning footwork in the context of lesson number 1. So getting into your fighting position, we're going to half moon to our right, blocking back across our body. Again, we're going to half moon forward. We're going to punch high, low, high, high. Right? We're going to half moon forward, elbow, elbow, reset back to our fighting position. The final piece of footwork that we're going to work on right now is going to be a shuffle. So go ahead and get into your fighting position. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our right foot to our left. Right? Once we get here, we're going to bring our left foot forward. That's the broken down version of it. Moving backwards, it'll be left to right. So this would be our shuffling footwork. Lunging footwork. Half mooning footwork. Shuffling footwork. And our last drill on the footwork, all we're going to do is combine the footwork. So go ahead and get into your fighting position. And we're going to start with a lunge, half moon, shuffle. Shuffle, half moon, lunge. And just repeat the process. So let's go ahead and cover the first 6 moves of Chambo Kyun now. I'm going to start with the Bak Fu Pai system salutes. It's going to be feet together, fist with the left hand, right hand covers the left, up along the body. We're going to rotate our shoulders to square. At the same time, we're going to bring our hands over to our center line, extend our hand out. That'll be a left hand fist, right hand tiger's claw with one finger up. So one more time, we'll go through that position. That is the Bak Fu Pai system salute. From here, we're going to step forward into our fighting position. Left foot forward, right foot back. Right hand scoops underneath, left hand traps on top. Double chops, double lifting fist, spear fist, return fist. And that's the first 6 moves of Chambo Kyun. So the second part to the Chambo-kyun form is going to be the spear fist, return fist, lunge section. So getting into your fighting position, coming into our double lifting fist fighting stance, spear fist, return fist, reset your hands, and lunge. Spear fist, return fist, reset your hands, and lunge. The third part to the form is going to be the turnarounds. The first turnaround is going to be a continuation. It's done at the halfway point of the form. That's the one we're going to work on right now. So double lifting fist fighting position. Spear fist, return fist. This is a clearing movement or a lops out. So I'm going to bring my arm underneath, remove an arm that had grabbed my wrist, palm strike, 1,000 temple step, cradling palms, and pivot into our danbin, our outer splitting palm. So the only thing that changes in turnaround 2, it's the closing of the form. So after the danbin or the single whip, you're going to step back to your salute. So from our double lifting fist fighting position, spear fist, return fist, clear, palm, 1,000 temple step. You're going to single whip. I'm going to turn from the single whip position. Instead of going into the shatter in the bridge, we're going to step back and go right to our salute. Take all those components and put them together, and you have the Chambo-kyun form. So that form is done for the length of the hall. Whatever the length of your hall is, that's how long you perform that form for. So we'll go ahead and put all those pieces together. So we're going to go ahead and begin the cool down section of our class. So with this, we're going to perform a little bit of external Qigong. The first maneuver we're going to practice today is child praying to the goddess of the mercy. So we're going to start in the hand position, like a lotus hand position. I'm going to bring my right hand up along my body, turns in front of my face, rises palm away in front of my head, comes up, out, scoops, and slides underneath my other hand. My other hand begins the motion. So we're going to go ahead and finish our class up with a little Bak Fu Pai Qigong today. So the meditation we're going to do is going to be monk holding a ball or monk gazing at the moon hand position. So you're going to bring your hands up, fingers about nose height, thumbs at about your neck, palms slightly facing towards each other as if you were holding a ball between your hands. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to take your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and you're going to begin the breathing sequence. First thing you can do is just sit here for a second or two. Try to calm your thoughts after class, calm your body a little bit, and we'll begin. We're going to start with 3 full deep breaths, belly then chest. Full inhale, full exhale 3 times. After you've performed the 3, we're going to do a 4th deep breath. This time we're only going to fill about 75% of our lungs. We're we're going to exhale what we believe is 50% of that breath. And we're going to take a deep breath from that point and exhale all the way. We're going to take another belly breath. We're going to exhale what we believe is 40% of that breath. Take a deep breath and exhale all the way. And take a final deep breath, belly only. And you're going to exhale what you believe is 30% of that breath. Take a deep breath, exhale all the way. Now you've essentially walked yourself into the meditation, so you're going to begin breathing normally. Normal breathing just means the same shallow breathing you do all day long when you're not concentrating on your breathing. You're going to maintain the hand position, eyes closed, and the tongue to the roof of your mouth. There is no set time limit for this meditation. You could do it for 2 minutes, you could do it for 2 hours. To finish the meditation, we're going to take the same 3 full deep breaths we did to begin the meditation. Belly, then chest. 1, 2, 3 times. After the 3 deep breaths, you can open your eyes and relax your posture. That concludes our class for today.